Hey folks, T.F.D. 1982 here, and this is gonna be a proper video of this time, and not one of those short ones I've been doing for some time now. Now, I rebuilt the motor of this thing back in April to May of 2022, earlier this year. Just new bearings, rings, kept all the stock and stuff. Used a spare crank I had since it spun a bearing and totally messed that one up. Painted it and did all the cool stuff to it. Changed the fluid and filter, the transmission. Let's see, sway bar bushings, front and rear shocks. I mean, it's just basically it, and then I swapped a cluster in that I had laying around. It's not the correct one, so it doesn't light up at night when you turn the lights on. I swiped in LED lights for it. That's just, oh, and then a stripe. The tire had a little puncture in it, so that's a spare that I had laying around. I've been waxing this thing like 2 to 3 times a week, even with it sitting. You know, it's pretty clean. It's got the fern green interior. I forget what the exterior paint color is, but you can tell on the roof, being a 96, it's had a rough life, being outside all the time. But I guess whatever few winters it had obviously didn't help it either. I think it's the original BCM. Sorry about the plane. You know, because obviously this is, I believe, the original fob to it, and if you were to, the BCM is connected to the system, so if they had to have replaced the BCM, they would have had to have repaired this and so on, which I don't think many people are gonna do. I put a seat cover on that I had laying around. I detailed it many times. It's got the, I don't know if it's quad bucket seating, but it's 2 buckets. I forget what they called it. Headliner's been gone since the very first day. That's how I got it. Sorry about that. Just trying to think of what to say. Power mirrors, power door locks, infinity sound system. I keep this on here to keep whatever heat and stuff on it. Then I put the tarp on it to keep the sap off and whatever. The wipers do not work. I believe it is a BCM issue. That's what I have read up on, at least to my knowledge, that they go out and it's something between the two. They bypassed it with a switch, and it's still in the back there. And I didn't know that's what it was for, so I ripped it out. And I threw away the connector that went from the wiper to the connector to the harness. So I put my 99 one in there, not knowing that all the connectors have been changed. Like, they changed them in like 98 and 99. They changed all the connectors. So that makes it even better just to use. So, as you can see, I have a spare here that I've made. And then an original. Oh, right there. They both work fine. I do have someone coming out here today to have a look at it. Dear God, I hope it sells, because I have another vehicle in mind of getting. I'm not going to say what it is yet unless I've posted it or I've got it. But let's check out the engine bay. I put the stock air filter back on, of course. I was running the one from that on here for a little bit. few bolts missing here and there, if you really looked, but it's functional. This has the 150 horsepower motor. I do not know what the torque numbers are. I just know it's pathetically low compared to 98 and up. They changed the piston and the intake and the cam. After that, the most power I think is a 99 for the 3.8s with cam profile wise and everything. Let's see. As you can see, filter is brand new looking. The transmission pan is on it. It does have a drain bolt, so it's easier to service. I'm considering keeping the AGM one and just letting this go because I kind of like that one. And this one came from the Hyundai that I had that I also wrecked. I don't think I posted anything about that, but that's another story. New hoses and everything. AC works. Strut towers are nearly perfect, minus, okay, just this one little spot back here is starting to come through. But as you can tell, new struts. Yeah, and then you can see how they bypassed that and did whatever. Connectors are different. It's going to need a new connector from a junkyard or whatever for that. To see if they work. If they still don't work, then either the wiper motor itself needs to be looked at, but I highly doubt it that it works. I mean, I doubt that it doesn't work. But yeah, okay. Then I did service the power steering fluid, and it. Ooh, okay, it needs more power steering fluid. So yeah, there's that. I might top that off, but this side is clean. Minus one little dent right there. Oh, the original rim's right there. All the air dam stuff is intact on this, believe it or not. Which is crazy, because usually they're all broken off and everything. Here's this side. Floor mats are like that because they're so faded. As you can tell, well, hold on a minute. You used to be able to tell, but there's a group cleans. Oh yeah, this is all clean. Like that is the actual color that it's supposed to be. That is just how much it is faded, and I do not know why that is wet. Anyway, there's this side. See here again, that's how much glint. Well, can't really see it. Well, yeah, you can. That's how the actual color is supposed to be. Storage containers. It does have a aftermarket wiring. I added the hitch. This came from my dad's 99 he had years ago. I'm going to have to take this off before I actually sell it, because that means something to me. Apparently it came from over there. Okay. Let's do the startup, and I'll show you that the AC works, etc. $108 currently. Bad idler. No, bad tensioner. My mistake. I'll wait for the fans to come on again. Sometimes they don't. both of them here. Looks like it dodged a lot. Okay. Close this up. Whatever, that's the paint code right there, called PJM. You can look it up and see what it is. A little rusty from the moisture. It's not been underwater. They all do that. Just depends on the severity of some of them. They'll do it differently. Okay. There's that. Show you that this is the factory lock. Same lock on this side. And here's the original. My tape is starting to come off. Yeah, that's what happens when it becomes 20 years old. So anyway, this was just a short walk around of it. Maybe before it goes, I don't know. Hopefully I don't have it too much longer. I don't know. We'll see. I'm wanting this other van. It's like really rare compared to this thing. I could find many, many more of these. They're very expensive right now, and I have this cheap, but yeah. So that's all. Sorry, this is a very lengthy and very talkative video, but I hope you guys can just admire it one more time fully before it's bye-bye. See you guys in the next one.